The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
So, I gotta be honest with you. This is the second video I've made today. And I am not going to publish the first. Fucking crazy. I've made 2 videos today. It's 9:17. I already made a video today. And I'm making another one. Because it was wild, man. I made some fucked up jokes. I made some jokes that honestly, after I made the joke, like after the intrusive thought was just done speaking itself, I was like, oh shit, that was fucking rough. And I don't know, who knows? Maybe because of that, maybe God spoke to me again and was like, shithead. I don't know. I can't fucking do it. And I was all ready to fuck with Tim again too, but I can't now. Instead, I gotta start my own shit, and we'll see how this goes. The media is disgusting because we love it. Fine. Did this story about the stabbing in Texas. Fresco. Right? Kid's dead. Another kid's lost his life. Sad story. Right? So stupid. Over where to sit, under what tent. A kid's dead. And another kid has lost his life. With the information that we have right now, that is not under dispute, shall I say, kid's fucked. Like, we'll just be honest. He admitted to it. He said, I did it. I want to claim self-defense. That is being reported and not disputed. 30 kids fucking saw it. Like, I mean, all of their stories are exactly the same. Like, it's looking really bad for this kid. And that's sad. Whatever the fuck the reason is. And I didn't go this angle because I don't fucking care. But everybody's doing this. Oh, well, you know, in that culture, those people, any perceived sign of disrespect, and they're gonna kill you. And I'm like, alright, whatever. Alright? Fair enough. But, nah. Not really. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really thinking Fresco. Like, that's entirely the thing. I could be wrong. Could be that. The kid could be talking to the cops right now saying, yeah, it's because he disrespected me. Fuck him. I'm glad he's dead. Like, I have no clue. But to put it like that, you know how those people are? Like, dude. Like, I don't really see why we have to go a racial angle with this at all. Like, I understand why the parents did, and this is gonna get fucking wild. You guys are gonna love this one, right? I don't understand why it has to be a racial angle to it at all. I mean, from everything that we know that is not being disputed, none of that has anything to do with any of that. That's all speculation. I would like all the speculative shit to be dealt with in court. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like for all the speculative shit to be fucking confirmed in some way or another. As nobody's reported in any factual manner that this kid in any way has said, well, it was because he disrespected me. He said it was self-defense. He said, I did it. Is it self-defense? Can I claim self-defense? Fair enough. I mean, the tone that's absent speaks volumes, but nevertheless, it speaks volumes in all sorts of different directions. He could have been asking that sincerely. Could have been asking that sarcastically. I don't fucking know. That was not reported. I'd like for all the speculative shit to come out in court. You know what I'm saying? So, all that being said, my position has not really changed much. I think it's fucked. I think it's gonna be called murder. I think the kid's fucked. Like, with where the country is right now, like, it's so ridiculous also that this is essentially litigated with the jury being the fucking country. But nevertheless, we do live in a country where if you do something that a certain group doesn't like, they burn your car. So, you know, like, I guess we gotta take terrorism into account in our court cases these days. So we'll have to take terrorism into account in this court case, I guess. And, man, I don't fucking know. Who knows where it's gonna go. But if justice still ruled, I think this kid would be fucked. The only way this kid's getting out of it is if you OJ it, right? You get that fucking nice big jug of OJ, crack that shit open, pour it all over the place, and go OJ, right? And look, in my last video, I was pretty hard on the parents. And a lot of that I attribute to my making a new video. I started thinking of it from the parents' perspective. Because there are aspects of this case that I have not discussed openly. And the entirety of the aspects of this case that I have not bothered to discuss is entirely the speculative shit that everybody's running to. It's entirely all the, oh, that's fucked up, that everybody's pointing at. Because I want to talk about the case. All the rest of that shit doesn't matter. Everybody else is talking about how disrespect played a big factor. We don't fucking know that at all. We only speculate on that. That is not corroborated fact in any way. And we don't even know if the corroborated facts we have are actually corroborated facts. Could all be bullshit that's made up. Things that people said. But it's the information we have. Gotta go with that, you know. Things might change. As they do in situations like this. This isn't the first fucking rodeo we've gone through, people. Everybody remember Juicy Smollett? Come on! There was so many people that thought that that was the absolute truth. And I laughed the whole time going, really? No fucking way he made it home with that sandwich. Come on. Right? So, alright, let's stoke the racial fires by going, oh, it's because of disrespect. Because those people, that's how they are, you know? Like, foo on all the assholes that are saying that shit. The only one I really know for sure is fucking every news company I've listened to talked about it. Like, every fucking one of them. All of you. Disrespect those people. So that's my thought on that. I'm willing to ignore that because that's speculation and it doesn't fucking matter even. Like, his motivation for why he killed him is pretty much just so that we can understand why this all had to happen in the first place. It really, I mean, it'll make a bearing in the case. Like, the more flagrant and ridiculous it is, the worse it's going to be as far as sentencing, maybe. But, like, he said he did it. Like, he's claiming self-defense. He's not claiming that he's innocent. Like, so if it's not self-defense, he's guilty. Like, it's murder. You know, like that. So, it has nothing to do with it. It's just so that we know. It's just so that we can all go, those people. That's how their culture is. Okay, sure. Maybe with the young and stupid. But you know what the culture is with the young and stupid white people? Wearing keffiyehs and going out there and chanting fucking kill the Jews. Like, that's our youth culture. Hey! So which one's worse? The ones that's burning fucking cars? Or the ones that's stabbing motherfuckers for disrespect? Because I've been doing a lot more listening to burning cars than I have the one case of the one kid that stabbed the other kid that we're talking about. It's like the only one. So, right? Who's fucking worse? The people who act tough but usually don't do shit? Or the people that burn fucking cars? Like, so yeah, I think we can just dispense with the racial shit. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing, the GoFundMe. That's not a GoFundMe. I know it's not a GoFundMe. It's a whatever fund me. It's a different fund me. It's a fund my shit. Whatever the fuck it is. I'm going to call it a GoFundMe because I don't know what the fuck it is. It's some other GoFundMe. But it's still a fucking GoFundMe. If I say GoFundMe, you know what I'm talking about. But I acknowledge it's not a GoFundMe. GoFundMe ain't touching this shit. Right? But they started GoFundMe. And everybody's like, oh, they started a GoFundMe. And even at the time, I was like, typical. Right? But you think about it, and I'm like, yeah, black couple with a kid, maybe multiple kids, I don't even know. Looked like a nice school, sent him to a nice school. Yeah. Right? Kid looked very stylish. Right? Had this weird hair stuff and all that. You know, looked like he moisturized. I don't fucking know. Right? And so I'm like, most likely, they're in the 80% of the country that lives check to check. Right? Like, does everybody remember those stories? That was like 2-3 months ago. Everybody was talking about how 80% of the country lives check to check, and I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, yeah, no shit. Wow, I'm amazed that it's not less. Now, honestly, I'm amazed that it's not more. Like, really? I'm amazed that it's not like 99%. Yeah, that 1% that has all the fucking money and all they do is just stick it in their ears and go, and they never fucking, you know, hire thousands of us to work for them. Like, yeah, they don't do any of that shit. No, they just have all this money and that's just all they do. And, like, so I'm like, yeah, honestly, I'm surprised it's not 99%. Like, that 1%, they don't give a fuck because whatever, they got money to burn. Everybody else, I'm like, that's actually pretty cool that, like, what, that's 19% of people that are doing good, you know, like that. That's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, 80% of us, no shit. I'm like, I've been check to check my whole fucking life. I'm like, I bet my boss is check to check. Like, dude, I used to be buddies. This is a fun story. I can tell this story because I haven't worked there for years. So when I was working at this company, we used to make adhesive fabric, right? And I worked there for like 13 years. So I worked there long enough to become a fixture at the company. You know, a guy that's just been there so long, he's always going to be here. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was me. And so I knew everybody, and I am this everywhere I go. I'm always this person. So I made friends with people, made enemies with other people. Shit happens, you know, it's a thing that happens when you work with a lot of people for a really long time. It goes wild. And I happen to be smoking buddies with the VP of the company for a time. We're not going to use any names, but let's just say he was a buddy of mine, right? And I was talking to him and bitching about money, you know, same thing you always do when you work at a company. And I was bitching about money. And he's like, well, dude, I live check to check. And I'm like, fucking really? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you're the VP of the company. He's like, yeah. And I also have an alimony and fucking child support. And he's like, and I still gotta live somewhere and eat and shit. And I'm like, holy shit. And he's like, yeah, dude, everybody lives check to check. He's like, I bet you the fucking owners live in check to check. And I'm like, probably. The way that guy fucking spent money, probably. But nevertheless, yeah, like everybody's check to check. So let's think about it, right? You're at home. It's the weekend. You're off work, right? You're kicked back, maybe watching a game, maybe playing a game, having a drink, whatever, you're just relaxing, and then the phone rings. It's the police. Your kid's at the track meet. Oh my God, what happened? Answer it. Your kid's been taken into custody on murder charges. He stabbed a kid in the chest. Kid's dead. You're probably going to want to call a lawyer immediately, but if you can't afford a lawyer, one will be provided to you, and you will be his 600 case this week. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit. So, what are you going to do? So you figure, go down, you talk to the kid, you figure out whatever the fuck you figure out about whatever you can do, and then you got to find the best lawyer you can possibly get. Now, there's many ways to do that. One way is you play the racial angle. And hopefully some black lawyer decides to take the case and he's going to do it gratis, right? Whatever the fuck it's called. I'm going to do pro bono, right? I'm going to do this shit pro bono for you because I'm going to melt the fuck out of it for clicks, baby. And so you could go that route, which they did. Or you could pay somebody. I mean, I don't know if this guy's doing it pro bono. He might be like, no, you got to pay my ass. So you got to figure a good lawyer's like $300 an hour, right? But like a really good, media lawyer, that's going to be like $500 an hour. And this is a murder case. If this goes to trial, you're talking in the area of to 100 to 150K. Like that, and I mean that's like 30 hours at $500 an hour. Dude, I've spent more time on that than that on fucking Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, this is a murder case. Dude, oh my God. Like, the cost of that would be insanity. And I mean, unless this guy's doing this for them for free, just for the clicks, like... Because, I mean, this is also a rough fucking case. Like, this is not easy shit. But they're going to have to get a lawyer. Now, you're living check to check. You got your mortgage. You got leaky basement you still got to get fixed. Whatever. You got some sort of fucking problem in your life. And you got a kid. And the kid... you got to get bail money. It was like $1 million for bail. And I think you have to pay... They said that you have to pay 10% of it to be able to at least get released. Right? And so, $100,000 just to get your kid out of prison, right? Just to not have him rotting in there until court, and then all through, like, just to get him out, just to be like, at the very least, so he can take his last few breaths of free air. So yeah, they're talking about how they were fighting to get the sentence reduced, or getting the bail reduced. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. That's their kid in jail. Doesn't fucking surprise me that they're fighting to get the bail reduced. Yeah, of course they are. Question is whether or not they'll grant it. 17-year-old kid. They grant it, right? So it drops it down to like $250,000, $250,000. So they gotta pony up $25,000 to get him out. That's a lot of money when you're living check to check, right? That's a new mortgage. Then you gotta get the lawyer, all that fucking shit, right? There's a lot of money that's gonna get wrapped up into this. They're also getting death threats, and I believe it. I believe it. Really? You think they're not? Are you insane? Have you not been paying attention? What? So, yeah. I believe they're getting death threats and shit, and I believe that people are coming to their house and knocking on their fucking door just to call their kid a murderer to his face. Like, I believe it. Motherfuckers out here burning Teslas. And you know how bad that is for the environment? And the environmentalists are burning Teslas. Like, this is stupid. This whole thing is stupid. This whole fucking year so far is stupid in so many ways. So the new report today is they're using it's up to $400,000. They have raised $400,000 for this kid. All riding on the BLM suck. You know what I mean? Like they're pumping the BLM activists for as much money as they can get out of them, right? To try and help pay this shit off. And so it's gotten up to 400,000. And like, you know, it was like 150. And I'm like, you know, right at the onset, it's like the fifth, sixth thing you think of. How the fuck are we going to pay for this? GoFundMe. You know, like we do live in the digital age. Like, it's not entirely surprising that they went to the one website that would let them do a GoFundMe. And it's not entirely surprising that they're pumping the BLM people. It sucks that the only way to pump the BLM people is to make it a racial thing. And once you start making it a racial thing, then it's a racial fucking thing. And everybody starts talking about all sides of the racial fucking thing. Right? So, but nevertheless, how the fuck are we going to pay for this? Like, dude, I'd be panicking and doing everything I could possibly think of, too. So they're doing everything I can fucking think of. And today it comes out, they bought a house. The parents of the kid that stabbed the other kid bought a house. Fair enough. Like, again, they're getting death threats and shit. People are coming to their house. Like, that's a thing that was reported, not being disputed. So, I'm going with the facts here as they stand. I believe it. You telling me that's unbelievable? So, they bought a house. They used some of the money that they've got from the GoFundMe to buy a house. And I'm like, fair enough. Yeah, no shit. But you see, way back in our minds, we remember that triggers something. Because this is a BLM. Yeah, we're sucking on the BLM people, right? We're trying to get money. And BLM, the lady that ran BLM, she bought like 6 multi-million-dollar mansions with the money that they raised from the BLM GoFundMe things and all the fundraisers and all that. Oh. Well, alright. Fair enough. That happened. But these people have raised almost $500,000. And they bought a house. So they're probably sinking $200,000 of that at least into the kids' defense fund. And then they probably just bought whatever $150,000 house that they could just get into and move into tomorrow. To just be away from where they're known to be and go to somewhere, hopefully, that they won't be known to be, and have people knocking on their fucking door again. You know what I mean? Like, shit's crazy right now. It doesn't really shock me that they bought a house. Yeah, I know, the BLM people bought a whole bunch of $1 million mansions. I don't think they bought a $6 million house when the GoFundMe has got $400,000 in it. Like, ooh, they bought a house. Yeah, no shit. Makes total sense to me. Now again, I'm not talking about their parenting methods. I don't entirely know what they are. I'm sure that a degree of it will come out in the case. And that'll be interesting to hear. I'm not even talking about the kid. Again, I think I've made myself absolutely clear. This kid is fucked. Like, everything's still alleged, and he's still innocent until proven guilty, right? We have a process. We got to stick with the process. But part of the facts as they stand is he said he did it. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? And so all I'm talking about is all this ridiculous shit. We really all need to stop with the ridiculous shit. It doesn't shock me that they bought a house. I'd be moving too, right? Like 6, 7 states over if I could. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no shit. He fucking moved to Oklahoma. Into a fucking 1-story, nice little ranch, you know, like just a nice little ranch, like 3 bedrooms, maybe 2 bedrooms, you know, like 1.5 baths, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they bought a mansion with $400,000. Like, oh my god, dude, people are ridiculous.